Go.
All right, this is Miss Rosie in about week 7 after coming off the racetrack. And she is very typical of racehorses with what they learn in terms of leaning. And what I'm working on at this point with her is getting her to move over through her outside shoulder and inside hind leg. And how that's accomplished is with an inside direct rein, outside opening rein with some tension on it. Sometimes that will make a horse bend to the outside temporarily. I don't have any problem with that. That's just a stage. When she resists, that's where the issue is coming from. She leans in. And it's less obvious now. Here she's lost her balance a little bit. But outside rein, out to the side. Outside leg stays back behind the girth. So when she starts to lose balance, that's what I'm doing, is guiding over with the right, keeping a solid inside left rein, using my left leg, and sometimes a tap of the stick to get her to move over. When there's some consistent feel in the right rein, then I can come around and start to ask her to bend to the inside. Well, this is improved. There's more evidence of the leaning in at canter. And you can see from the head on that she clearly leaned in. She's got to learn to move her body away from pressure and balance herself. Nice part is she's got a good attitude about it.
Cat, I'm gonna kill you.
The current work is also revolving around getting her to stretch, move over, and now I'm starting to get closer to a true bend. I can actually see her inside eye again, and there she's slipped out with the left hind leg. She's got a little bit of weakness through the left hind, and that's just got to be strengthened through work. Here's where we lost our balance again, and you can see evidence of the leaning in. And so the slower gaits help you to be able to rebalance the horse after they've cantered until eventually they learn to be able to balance themselves more effectively at the canter as well. So before she starts to lose her balance at canter, I bring her back to trot, re-teach her to move over, and then the process at the canter would be go back and forth into canter, back to trot. that's quite good.
Oh, cute.
And what I'm able to accomplish more of here at the walk is you can clearly see her move her shoulders over and have a true bend to the inside. There's more evidence at the walk than there is at the trot yet. That'll come. Allowing her to stretch down when she will relax all the muscles in front of the withers and right behind the back of the saddle. I found that with the racehorses coming off the track, that the quicker you can get into teaching them to balance themselves, even in short pieces, the more accepting they will become of work, bearing in mind that they are used to, in their earlier career, a very short space of time where they were actually had someone on their back. And so all of this is done in pieces, and I find, especially right at the beginning, until the horse begins to develop their tolerance for work, 20 to 25 minute sessions usually turn out better, more of them more frequently, than a longer hour that other horses might be able to handle. Now clearly she lost her balance as soon as I started to ask her to move the other direction. The head comes up. Still the same format is set up on this side. Right rein is a direct rein. And there she resists, not a big deal. And then left hand coming out to the side to encourage her to move over towards the left so that she does not have to lean in. When they resist, instead of a give and take motion, I've found it more effective to just keep an active, steady pressure, the least amount you can get away with, on their mouth when they stick their head up. They are shortly going to put their heads back down. It's too much work for them to carry their head way up like that, resisting. And so the job here, follow it through, wait her out, and then be ready to release to her the moment she puts her head down, so that she learns that when she stiffens up, I'm going to apply more pressure, more lag, more rein. When she puts her head down, I'm going to release to her. So up is more work, down, more leg. The only time that does not apply is if you've got a horse that wants to rear. And if they want to rear, chances are you probably are not in a stage where you should be trying to put the horse on the bit anyway. If they don't go forward enough to not want to rear, so this keeping that active, steady pressure, that would be not existent when they've got that type of resistance within them. What's nice about this horse is that she has a tendency to stay down. It's fairly easy for her at the trot. She stays down and giving for quite a while before many adjustments need to be made. And that's in this process here. I'm just giving a soft pull and release on the inside rein to keep working the side of her mouth, her jaw, so that she stays there. still. She has not quite figured out right lead canter. Stiffens, wants to use left lead. They move to the left on the track the majority of the time. And when she did pick up the canter, lost her balance. But again, keep that active, steady pressure there. And she brought her head down, and now we've rebalanced. And so she's gotten quiet. It's time to ask for the canter again. And a better depart. She was quick about understanding. And again, before she loses her balance, I bring her down.
Couple
And
minutes.
after that second attempt, where she stepped off so well, that'd be a perfect place to let her have a little breather, a little break like this, to stretch down even further to reward her. So, the long and short of it is, it's a conditioned response. They stiffen up, you apply more pressure. They start to come down, and they will. That's when you release. That's good.